should be live. I'll go into the tabs. I'm connected to YouTube. And it looks like I'm connected to Twitch. Very nice. Alright. It's been a week, so... Go in here. Yep. Last left off, I looked for headbutt in the shop. Did not have headbutt. But I did find something when I was messing around just now. It's that radio tower is its own area. And I don't think there's anything I can get in a radio tower, Pokemon-wise. I am going to check first. But if there's not anything I can get in here, then I am going to just hatch my egg in here. Because that means... Well, I guess I can check my PC in here for some reason. Well, I don't think I can get any Pokemon here. I want to be sure. So I'm just going to interact with every person here. Make sure there's no random gift Pokemon. Why are they all talking like that? Team Rocket doesn't come until way later. A little silly. I am missing right now, so you never see this text. I see. So, I guess in the demo, they never really intended for the player to go in here until the Team Rocket event. In this case, then, I should just be able to, take my Pokemon, I guess my egg out, and hatch it in here. And this will technically let me just have the egg here. We'll see what Pokemon it is. And I'll write it down. Might take a while, hopefully not too long. How close am I? Not too close. You're spammed the buttons more. Hello. Yeah, I found out that this area, radio tower, is its own area, so I can just hatch the egg in here instead of waiting. And there's no encounters here, no gift Pokemon that I know of, so I should just be able to hatch the egg in here, no problem. Which is quite convenient. Means I don't have to wait very long. Only problem is, since it's such a small place, it'll take a while. Hopefully not too long, though. Alright, close. Hopefully not too much longer doing this. This is probably tinking my bitrate. I said it was close, but maybe not? There we go. Smoochum. Another new one. Maybe it has a chance to be any baby Pokemon. I'll scroll up and add that one. So, in Radio Tower, got Smoochum. That has the potential to be really good, actually. I'm not sure I've ever used a Smoochum, so I'm not sure what moves it can learn. Looks like it just evolved through level up, so I don't have to worry about friendship or anything. And through level up, Sweet Kiss, Powder Snow. Since my current level cap is 18, it won't learn anything too good. I'll give it some candies. $10, $11, $12, $13. It has Dizzy Punch. It's actually pretty nice. I don't see it doing so hot with Lick. Lick only had 30 base power, so yeah, and a pound can be used against dark types. Alright. Now continue on. If I recall correctly, these guys actually give you stuff. I guess not that one. What area is this again? Luckily I can check. Okay, 103. So I got an encounter here. But first, this guy. Good old Japan. Yeah. This guy is a run killer because he has a Pidgeotto. So I want to make sure I can fight him. Read through the Pokemon Adventures manga? I have not. I didn't really have access to it when I was younger. But I read bits and pieces of different parts. I couldn't really piece together the story, but I got just a little bit of it. I guess nowadays if I wanted to, I could. I just haven't thought to go back and read it. Massively edgy, it makes no sense. Edgy? Pokemon. Didn't think that would be the case. On par with a lot of modern manga and anime? I see. I did play the ROM hack that was supposed to be a recreation of the manga called Pokemon Adventure Red Edition, but I thought it was just completely ridiculous. Edgy for no reason. I'm like, there's no way the manga is actually like this, and just wrote it off as being silly. People in Pokemon are killed in the manga. Green Charmeleon decapitates Koga as Arbok with a slash. Well, I was not expecting that. I didn't think I would gain that knowledge today. That's quite silly, though. Nice flinch. Lieutenant Surge, Koga, Sabrina, and Blaine are also part of Team Rocket. I think I recall hearing that from somewhere. Alright, Run Killer. Missed. Should have probably leveled up to the cap, honestly, for this one. Need to hit consecutive Hyper Fangs. I'm in crit range, I probably should switch. I'll go to my own Pidgey. I'll just go for damage. Honestly, I don't know if I could do it with just... I'll do for damage. I need to go for damage. Pulsio? Hopefully Water Gun does something for me. Yikes. Water Gun? And I have to rely on Smoochum hitting... I should have leveled up Smoochum a lot more. Smoochum has to survive 2 hits and hit one thing. 1 powdered snow. Yeah, that's not happening. Alright, I underestimated this guy again. I thought I'd be able to survive more hits. Pidgey's the least useful here. I'm sending in Pidgey, then I'm sending in Rattata, and Rattata will use Quick Attack. And I hope I'll get a crit. Okay, I didn't need a crit, but I did lose Pidgey. Shim, but... Oh, and there's still Farfetch'd. I hope I don't wipe here. Can I get a flinch? Nah. Oh, but I can live. Just don't miss Hyper Fang. I got really lucky there. I didn't think I was winning that. I got too greedy and thought that I could be under the level cap for that trainer. Why am I in the items? Alright. Goodbye, Pidgey. No, the rest of the trainers aren't really a problem. This guy does not have a Pidgeotto. Voltorb, yeah. This guy has 3 Voltorb, but that go higher and higher in level. So he's not really an issue. Well, Body Slam, yes. Over Tackle. Yikes, Sonic Boom. Send in Pulsio. I didn't think he'd have a level 19 already. It's good he didn't use Sonic Boom, but I have to switch again. Honestly, what can I do? Yeah, I just had to hope he would miss or something like that. Now I hope he have to hit himself. I got lucky. I have to hope he hits himself again. That's a shame. I didn't remember that the Voltorb was level 19. Sucks, I would have liked to use Smoochum. Would have been a great endgame Pokemon. Well, at least now I can get a 103 encounter. Nidoran male. That's one Tail Whip. Or Leer, not Tail Whip. 2, 3, I'll switch. I'll tackle. Ouch, that's a lot of damage. Come on, I don't want to lose my encounter too. Alright, water gun. I need this encounter. Really? Okay. There we go. That was looking scary for a minute. Route 103. Nidoran. And just make sure I'm on the right level cap, correct? Yes, Gym 2 is 18. Can I buy Great Balls already? I don't remember. Yes, I can. I should have just done that. So I can buy Repels. I might as well buy some of those. Oh, that's right. I don't need to be over here yet. Where I need to be is to the left, I think. Yes. Oh, I need to fight Bugsy. That's right, he's in this town, isn't he? Down here? Yeah. What do you have? I lost, both my ice type and my flying type right before Bugsy. Isn't that lovely? Surely nobody can learn Fire Blast, can they? Yeah, I thought so. Alright, Netherun does have Peck. That's something. So with his pretty nice attack stat, that should be good. And poison type, so resistance to bug. Maybe I shouldn't even go to Route 103 next time unless I already have beaten Bugsy. Because Bugsy is... well, would be just raise my level cap, so then I could fight that trainer safely. And if I have enough encounters, then I might as well just beat Bugsy. So that was a misplay. Come on. Okay, there we go. I think there's one more, but I'd rather just go heal first. And I don't think I have a Moonstone. I might as well check the PC for one. Just Super Potion, like I thought. Back to Bugsy. Last Pokemon. Get the XP. Scyther. Oh yeah, this is actually the problem one, isn't it? Give it Scyther and it's not because particularly it is Scyther. It's because the amount of experience it gives is dangerous. Because I could overlevel here. Okay, I need a quick attack. Alright. I remember one time I did overlevel there. And that cost me the run. But thankfully, since I didn't, I will have all three of my remaining Pokemon going into the gym battle. For that, I get him to level 18. And then Palseo, level 18. Butters now, okay, that should help. I'll do that over Growl. Presio should help. I'll deposit my HM slave. Alright. Being able to interact the PC from the side will always be funny. Yeah, a little. I never really thought much of it though. I think it's just convenient. I mean, sure, when it comes to logic, it doesn't make too much sense, but... I think I'll lead Rattata because I don't think Rattata can switch in safe, but the other two can probably get in. Rattata can take out the first one. Alright. Bugsy comes in with Metapod first. Should be okay. String Shot failing is good for me, because that means Rattata could potentially outspeed whatever is up next. Ladian. Yep, that's a problem. Psybeam. And I miss. I'm fine here. Now if I miss, I'm dead. And that would be a problem. So, but if I switch, is it safe? Take a look at your special. Special defense 36 compared to special defense 24. I don't know if you could take 2 hits and still attack. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Yeah, okay. That's good. As long as I don't get crit now, like consecutively. Well, Powder Snow is super effective, but still barely did anything. In that case, you must have a very high special defense. Rattata. His attack was 28 and had stab on top of that. Also, we're using a good move. You have a higher base attack, so Tackle might do more damage than Powder Snow. I was correct. I should have just used Tackle to begin with, but I didn't know. Alright. I don't think I want to keep you in for Pinsir. You're probably going to use a Vice Grip, if I were to guess. You have the same defense. Ouch. Alright, Peck. A Fury Cutter. I'm not surviving another hit of Fury Cutter. I don't think anyone is. This is a problem. I don't outspeed either. And I don't have a safe switch in. If only I hadn't lost my Pokemon earlier to the trainer. If I had just come right in, if I had Moochum and both Moochum and Pidgey. Vice Grip, yep. No choice really. I'm gonna have to go with Rattata, hope I outspeed, and go for Hyper Flinch. Or crit. I did not outspeed. Alright. Yeah, this is a wipe. I just didn't have the Pokemon for this. Shim. Attempt 12. Level cap. It's 10, right? Yep, 10. The early game of this challenge sucks. back here again. And erase all my encounters. Back to the fire type starter. This one's in, right? Yeah. First thing I want to do is take off the item. Item pick. And then level 1. And now counters don't count until I get to the next town, so I'll just go ahead and grab the map. Am I in the wrong space? Why are you up by the fridge? Not used to sitting them by the fridge. I thought they were always by the door. Not the door, the table. Alright, you. It doesn't count, so I can just run. I was curious if I would get any items from this, but it doesn't look like it. Just as a tutorial. Alright. Now I gotta get through all the trainers again. Perez. Already having to use one of the potions, that's fine. I just don't wanna, well, I would just wanna minimize how much I walk back. Oh, this could be a problem. Now I'm not really doing much damage to Meowth. I'm gonna have to walk back now. Don't want to battle any wild Pokemon because after I beat all the trainers, I'm going to have a level 9, I think, starter. And that's going to be an issue. Or, no, I'm going to have a level 10 starter. I want to be going down here. Oh, this person right here gives me something. I'm pretty sure. Magnet, yeah. Bergella. And Morbel. Wasn't a one-shot, sad. Level 9. I think there's something up here. Yep, another potion. That should be helpful. Whoopee. Pop it. Alright, now with a problematic trainer. And that is you. You with your bird. Alright, using growl over and over again. I got him. Now, as long as I don't run into this guy, should be fine. There we go. Now I can get my encounters. First, let's activate the gym. So much dialogue. Now, I'll put down a save since I'm here. Before I go into the shop, I'll get the candy code. Alright, got candies. Got Pokeballs. Get some escape ropes. Antidotes. Paralyzed heals. I don't think I need anything else, so I'll back out, walk out, and I disable the codes. Now all I need is to grab encounters. I'll grab the one to the left first. This is what again? 102. Alright. So I have a chance of getting something really bad for the gym or something really good for the gym. As long as I don't run into Growlithe, though, it should be relatively okay. Ladybug. So bad for the gym, probably going to be a sacrifice, but not terrible overall. Okay, got Ladybug. So, Route 102. Ladybug. In order to give myself a little bit more of a chance on the early gyms, I might bump up the first 3 just +1 level. Because it's a little silly how easily I wipe. If I just get, not even. I just need to play better. I'll just play better. I don't need to give myself a crutch. Only thing I was thinking is that it is a shame that I have to sack encounters pretty much guaranteed on Falconer every time. This is 101. I believe. Just need to check the Poke Gear. Yes, 101. The area in between these two is also 101. So, encounter here. And as long as it's not the rat... Oh, this is the first time I've seen Farfetch'd here. This could be big. Yeah, I just caught the Farfetch'd right away, too. I think this is the rarest encounter I could get on this route. Or at least it's the rarest that I have encountered. Just running around. That's nice. I like that. Does it have an item? No. I wonder if the item for it wasn't added until later. Or if I just got unlucky. Alright. Final encounter. Silent Hills. Don't give me Rattata. Anything but Rattata. Alright, Pidgey. Pidgey is actually the best thing I can get here. Because Pidgey's Sand Attack can carry me through the first gym. Alright. So, minus Ladybug, I actually got 2 pretty good encounters. One of them is the best possible encounter I could have gotten in Pidgey, since Pidgey is very good for Falconer. Alright, I'm gonna get Pidgey to level 8 to fight the trainer above with, and I'll get Farfetch'd. No, I'll get them all to level 8. Because I don't know what variables will occur. I don't know, I can get crit twice or something. Also take a look at Farfetch'd stats. Farfetch'd also knows Sand Attack though. This means I have 2 Sand Attack users, so when Pidgey gets low on health I can switch. That is big. Wouldn't that make Farfetch'd actually my best encounter? So Farfetch'd and Pidgey would be my best encounters for both Route 101 and Silent Hills. And then Pidgey would be my best encounter also for Route 102. Farfetch'd can't appear in Route 102. Alright, so 13, 13, 12, 12, 13, 15, 15, 14, 15, 16. One of these is much better than the other. Oh heck, I just realized I forgot to switch covering off of the first one. Yeah, let's get him off of that slot. Hopefully he doesn't level up from that. Okay, he doesn't. I'm fine. Farfetch'd does a nice amount of damage. Very nice amount of damage. I do like that. I do like that a lot. Even though Peck does less damage than Gust, I believe. Gust is 40, Peck at 35. The higher stats probably maybe make a difference. 15 to 13. Actually, I don't know if it makes that much of a difference right now. But I don't know the exact damage calculation, so I couldn't say for sure. But I do want Farfetch getting the stat experience against the Spearow. I'll plop down a save and then go into the gym. Now, real question is, do I offer up Ladybug as a sacrificial lamb? Bug/flying, what? Okay, I didn't realize Ladybug was bug/flying here. That changes things a little bit, doesn't it? Oh, not for the fight, but just for Ladybug's usefulness in general. Let me take a look at something real quick. Just type effect in this chart. Back, working on making food. Welcome back. I hope the food is good. Ladybug's part flying. Didn't save the thing? Oh yeah, I did. I just have it, pulling it up whenever I need it. I was just tabbing into it. Or are you talking about something else? I was just looking at the type chart. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I just didn't know Ladybug was part flying. Alright, gym time. As long as I don't get crit, I think I can get past, I guess I just never used Ladybug ever, so I didn't know. To be fair, Ladybug and Spinnerack are pretty horrible. Oh, I've used Spinnerack because I like Spinnerack. I at least like the way it looks, but just not Ladybug. I think Gyarados is a really cool looking Pokemon. I should be able to survive one crit. But the problem is I'm outsped. And have almost no speed. Yeah, but at least they look cool. I'll switch in Pidgey here. Lack the takiness to deserve low speed. Yep. But they look cool. And what's his face? Ladian does not. Not sure what was up with Game Freak and making so many Gen 2 mons with atrocious speed. I think they were just throwing numbers out there. One more trainer before the gym. Pidgey. Shouldn't be difficult. Farfetch'd, another Pidgey. Alright, now here's the question. Would Ladybug be useful for Bugsy? Would it be worth trying to keep them alive for like a pivot or something? Or should I just sack them on Falconer? Because with 2 Sand Attack users, I could potentially, not guaranteed, but potentially, sack Pidgey and then go into Farfetch'd and finish with Cubburn. Or if I get really lucky, get all the sound attacks off with Pidgey, then just finish with Farfetch'd or Cubburn. And preserve Ladybug. Honestly, I don't see Ladybug even being useful to chip down. No, the Scratch would at least do something to the Pidgey. The first Pidgey. And if I'm lucky, I could take out the first Pidgey. And if it does too much damage to my Pidgey, then I could just get killed by 1 crit and not get a Sand Attack off on the Pidgeotto. So it's not like it's free. But I do have a backup plan in Farfetch'd. The problem is Farfetch'd is really good, and I'm probably not going to get another run with Farfetch'd. And so I don't want to have to sack Farfetch'd if possible, or rely too much on luck. The strategy with Sand Attack already relies on luck, though. And if I'm greedy and I try to keep Ladybug, I don't need to keep Ladybug, you know? Because I have 2 flying types. And if I can keep both flying types alive, even if there's a small chance, then Bugsy's gym doesn't mean anything. So I'm going to sack Ladybug. And these berries are going to Pidgey and Farfetch'd. I'll Candy, Farfetch'd, Ladybug, and Pidgey to level 10. Ladybug. And Pidgey. Now, Ladybug go to the front and deal as much damage to it as it can and possibly faint the first Pidgey. And the rest will be able to be mopped up by Sand Attack spam. If I have 2 birds alive, assuming I don't lose them, I should be fine. Alright, Ladybug. Quick attack's better. Just spam this until you inevitably go down. Nice miss. 5%. Doing great. Pidgey isn't using Gust. Very nice. Pidgey does take up the first one, and will even be able to get chip damage onto Pidgeotto, assuming they don't use Quick Attack as well. Alright, chip damage. Yeah, nice. I do like that. Now we go into Pidgey and start using Sand Attack. Unfortunate crit, but I have to berry, right? Yeah, berry saves me. So now I can survive another crit. And it was another crit. Unfortunate, but that's why I had to bury you. Now I go into Farfetched. Miss. Unfortunate, but it's okay. Miss, please. Oh, you're not missing, are you? Okay. I think... Okay, I did it twice. Then I did it... This is the third time. Okay. Yep, so I can do one more sand attack. And now I begin attacking. That's the last gust I can take. And now I switch to Cavern, and I pray. I have to get lucky. Come on. Nice crit. There's two more. As long as I don't get crit here, I'm okay. Am I getting crit? No. Alright, and that's Gym 1. Level 11. Level cap is going to be up to 18 now. And we have one death in Ladybug. It's the egg. I'm gonna need to go AFK for a few minutes. Something urgent came up. I'll be back in less than 10. Gotta first select the... Remember where the, there it is. Alright. Back. Sorry about that. There was an urgent emergency. Hopefully that won't happen again. Where was I just put in the first gym. And now I'm going to release Ladybug. I got the egg. The egg will go into the PC for now. No, wrong box. That's items. First, release you. And then deposit you. Oh. I'm like, why am I not healing? Now I'm gonna need to level up to about level 13. Because there are some Pokemon that are not very kind up ahead. And there's also the rival 2 fight. There's Ember, very nice. Alright, now I can go this way. Walk to Route 2. I should catch an HM slave. I don't want to have cut on any Pokemon. So this will be my HM slave. I think Oddish can learn cut. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. There we go. HM. First, let's make sure that I can actually learn it. Well, I need to talk to this guy, don't I? There you are. Bill! And now, let's... Yep, you can learn it. Now I can go through here. Oh yeah, this is a decent berry, right? Bitter berry. Forget what exactly it does. Let's find out. Infuse. Yeah. I am going to go ahead and actually equip that right away. Farfetch'd. I have a feeling Farfetch'd is going to be pretty useful as long as I don't let him die. I think it's a her. Let me double check. Yeah, as long as I don't let her die, Farfetch'd is going to be very helpful. Now you have been a run killer before. Which is why I leveled up my Pokemon right away. Schoolboy. Regella. Oh yeah, now that I think about it, I actually have another encounter. I can, since I didn't encounter Rattata, I can get 5-floor tower. Assuming I don't wipe right here, which I shouldn't because I leveled up. And I have flying types. I am going to get my 5-floor tower encounter. Since I can get that, since I got lucky with my other encounters. Oh yeah, I actually have to fight these guys, huh? Piggy. Get out of here, Piggy. Oot oot. No, leave. Do I have to fight this guy if I like go all the way down here? No? Okay, give me this. Paralyzio. Wow. Alright. So the only one I have to worry about is you. And then I can just get an encounter by going a little bit up. Bellsprout. I might want to come here before beating the game, just because these guys do give stat experience. Alright. Now I'll just walk back and forth here until I encounter my rat. And there we go. There's my rat. Hello, rat. I have used my encounter. Free rat. Guaranteed. Very nice. I do like that quite a lot. Let me write that down. Patata. Yeah. This might be the most encounters I've had up to this point. Now I can peacefully walk out of here. Maybe I want to go and do the Pokemon Center first. No. Candy him up. Get the rat up to speed. Level 13. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I might have him in front because Hyper Fang will be useful against one of the trainers on the route. That being, what's his face? Oh, the one with the Kadabra. I like to try to fight all the trainers when I can. I don't know why I'm waiting for this. Go through here. You're up next. Let's battle! Alright, this youngster got a Manti. Exactly the wrong time to switch from Farfetch'd. Why is every flying type a normal / flying type, huh? Why can't they just be pure flying? Diglett. Don't want to be there yet. Oh, that's not even a place. That's okay still. I am currently still in the same place. That's Route 102, all of the Route 102. so I don't need to worry. As long as I don't encounter a Spearow before I get headbutt, I'm actually chill. Tata? My Tata's better. Very nice. Nice crit. I'm not sure I would have killed without the crit, honestly. Then true. Now this guy is a bit bulk, so I don't think I'll kill. Yeah, I didn't think so. Scratch. Hyper Fang. Yeah, that will kill. No problem. Now Spearow. Spearows are scary. Got him though. Hyper Fang is very nice this early. Another Spearow. I should be able to kill this one the same way. Assuming I don't miss, which I don't. I do like that. Alright, this guy, I'm actually going to level up to level 16 for. I just don't trust being able to beat him. Okay, Psychic Mark. Abra. Yeah, no problem. But Kadabra's the real problem. There we go. And now, honestly, I'd like Farfetch'd to be healthy, but I didn't think to buy more potions. I think I'll be fine here against Rival 2. Rival 2 isn't really an issue most of the time. This will paralyze me unless I get the one shot. Ari misses. I missed. Okay, so there we go, I'm paralyzed. Fully paralyzed. Am I gonna get full parried twice? Please don't. Alright. So, I'm gonna have to switch now. Unfortunate. Govern. Should have probably leveled up to 15 in preparation for this. I didn't think I'd miss. I got cocky. Alright, now it's actually threatening a life, isn't it? Oh, yikes. Okay, I need to use Scratch. Oh, yikes. Okay, this is bad, isn't it? T-Shock. Another crit. And I'm full parried. It's gonna use T-Shock again. Okay, this is actually quite a problem, if I do say so myself. I'm gonna have to switch in Pidgey and hope Pidgey tanks, but I don't think Pidgey can tank. T-Shock. Yeah, Pidgey doesn't tank. At the third crit. Okay, I greatly underestimated the rival. I wasn't thinking 2 full paras, Hyper Fang miss into triple crit. Alright, I have to hit Quick Attack. Hit Supera. Valseo comes in. I'm not surviving. I have to switch to Farfetch'd, and Farfetch'd has to clutch. I'm sad Wooper isn't water ground into beta. I am too. I also like Chubby Rattata. I think I might wipe here despite this being my best run. I should have leveled them up even more. I thought I would be fine. But I just got really screwed. Aw, damn. This sucks. I thought I was completely fine here. I haven't had trouble if I just used Rattata. But Hyper Fang Miss into full para, into crit, into third crit, into another full para. I think I wipe. And I'm losing Farfetch'd, which I really didn't want to happen. If I switch here... I can't switch... Yeah, I wipe. What a shame. This was actually my best... I'm so upset by this. I lost both my counters to, Bugsy, so even if I do win this, Bugsy just kills me. Wait, what the heck, man? Alright, I have to start preparing for the worst possible RNG known to man. Full para? Alright. I'm gonna get full para again. I'll go for Body Slam. I did manage to win. Yeah, I naturally learns Body Slam. But I just lost my best Pokemon. Triple crit. Come on. Because it's chubbier. Ah, this hurts. I was really looking forward to using Farfetch'd. Triple crit. I should have just leveled them up. That's a misplay. Yep, both birds. Right before Bugsy. So now I have no choice but to try to get another encounter. So... there goes Pidgey, and Farfetch'd, release. Death goes up to 4. Oh, I do have Ember, but honestly, with Ladian, and Ladian has really good special defense, I'm not sure it's going to do so much. I'll deposit my HM slave. And then I'll go up and see if I can beat the trainer. I'll level up to 1 below the cap. More expecting Cupboard to sweep. I don't think Cupboard is gonna sweep. I mean, I could try. Alright, Cupboard goes into Flame Bear. And I'll do some of the gym trainers with them. Get some more stat XP. What? There's Radio Tower here. So I can get the egg, which means potentially I can get Ponyta. Or the pre-evolved version of Ponyta. So if I just run around here for a bit, I should probably do this on the 2nd floor. There is a chance I can get another fire type, which would potentially help me. Call it Flam from Flambe, then Bear. Alright, that's fair. would up and down be more efficient? Yeah, probably. Hoping for fire type here. Or the Smoochum would be alright here. Maybe, nah, maybe Elekid? I don't know if Elekid is in here, I don't remember. I don't know if that was a Gen 2 thing or not. Getting my generations mixed up again. I'll just hope for the pony. Come on, egg, hatch already. You take so long. How close are you? Soon, very close. Egg, 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 come out. I believe. I pity all people who have to do this in real time. Here we go. Give me something good. Helpful for the current situation. Do not give me Igglybuff or Cleffa. What is that? You gave me a dog. Oh, this is a fire type. I'm pretty sure this is a fire type. Paparon. It is a name. Let me write it down for my radio tower encounter. Paparon. But too bad Growlithe has a horrible level up learn set. Ah, this is Growlithe pre-evolution. Maybe it'll learn Ember at least? Yeah, it does learn Ember. That is something. 14, 15, and 16. So 3 Pokemon for the gym. Not terrible. I don't think I can use it as anything but something to come in after something else dies. It has Crunch already, actually. As an egg move? You know, that isn't so bad. But the stats, 26, 21, 22, 24. You know, it honestly isn't too terrible. It's better defensively than Rattata. Too bad Chuck and Price will destroy you with water moves. Hopefully by then I will have, a lot better team. Assuming I make it that far. Blaine Flannery, that you? Okay. I won't go for the last trainer, I think that'll overlevel me, but I can go for this one. Just the top right one gives you way too much experience. But after I beat, assuming I beat Bugsy, after I beat him, I will go for it. 17? Yeah, it would definitely overlevel me. Get a quick heal. Level up my Pokemon to the cap. Candies 18. 18 and this one. Alright, attempt 12. I wiped last time. Hopefully I won't wipe this time with 2 fire types. Metapod. I don't want to get hit by a string shot. Maybe I can one-shot. Looks so dead. He just looks like a guy to me. Okay, do get the one-shot. I do like that. Pinsir. Pinsir came out second. His eyes. I guess I need to pay closer attention. Okay. It did a lot less damage than I thought it would do. By script? That's more what I was thinking. Crit kills. Alright, Flame Bear's probably in kill range. And the one I was scared of, Ladian, comes out. Now, I don't know if I can actually tank this. I'm gonna check my special right now. 29 compared to what? 24 and 19. Yeah, Rattata's not gonna do anything. If I do lose Flame Bear, it's just over. I'm gonna switch in Pupron and see how he does. Psybeam. Oh, he's a shiny. That's neat. I didn't want to see, like, even if it crit potentially, which I have gotten crit by this before, that still could have killed, I think. Emperor. Nice. That was a crit. I think I'm in crit range right now. Would it even be worth switching to Rattata? I don't think so. Well, I'd rather use both Rattata and Pupron than use Flame Bear. Alright, no crit, so... Now I'm gonna switch to Rattata and use Quick Attack. Since you have lower physical defense. Yeah, no burn. And Deathless. Very nice. Now the level cap goes up to 20, though I'm still sad I lost my birds. I really did want that Farfetch'd. Alright, Bugsy taken out. We'll go cover my Pokemon. I think I might want to avoid that Voltorb trainer, but when it comes to the other trainer, you, I'm gonna have to face you head on. Pidgey. Don't miss Hyper Fang. Should be fine as long as he doesn't miss Hyper Fang. Nice. So now I should win. Yeah, there we go. Farfetch'd. Back. Body Slam kills. Nice. Just in case I accidentally run into that trainer I don't like, I will heal here. What? I think I'm pretty close to the old rod, am I not? No, the old rod's a bit later, isn't it? What is this? Technos. Alright, you need to be avoided. There we go. Yeah, I can't actually go here yet. Got it. Damn, okay, I didn't want to fight you. Problem. Alright, first, I need to get a big hit on him. No, this is not the actual problematic one. It's you. Yep. Hyper Fang. A Sonic Boom does exactly 20 damage. If I can hit another Hyper Fang, I'll be fine. There we go. But now Rattata is close to the level cap. I'll switch Flame Bear for the encounter. Meowth. Okay, I didn't know I could encounter Meowth here. I thought it was just a Nidorans. I can attack once. Okay, maybe I couldn't have attacked once. That was a crit. I would have lost my encounter. Would have been embarrassing. I should have grabbed Great Balls. It's my bad. Alright, Meowth on 103. Now, what am I doing? Got these ones. Yes, I need to go to shop. Shop up here. You sell the Pokeballs. And buy the Great Balls. And some repels. And now, I go to Techno, I think. Over here. And this is not a new area, correct? Yes. However, there are... That radio tower. I can go to Boardwalk, Route 20, Boulder Mine. Yeah, this is where Team Rocket introduces themselves. Boulder Mine is where Whitney is. And was she really level 20? Is this really what it was? Yeah, I guess. I gotta beat Team Rocket and do all this without leveling up all my Pokemon. I'll put Meowth in front, I guess. Still no headbutt. It's okay. I think fishing is nearby. I know I can get a guaranteed Krabby a bit later, but for Old Rod, I'm actually pretty close to... I think I can get Old Rod from this town, if I'm remembering correctly. I could be remembering incorrectly as well. And Gyarados is really nice to have. Maybe I am remembering incorrectly. But if I'm not, it would really suck. What is this? Yeah, there it is, Fishing Guru. You give me the Old Rod. So then I can use this as my fishing encounter. And get myself a Magikarp. Which will be very, very helpful for Whitney. However, it won't do anything until I get to Whitney. And I don't want to potentially use it until then. So first, Route 20. Can I actually go to the boardwalk? Will the boardwalk do anything for me? It doesn't look like I can get to the boardwalk. I mean, I can't go up. There we... No? No going up? Maybe this path will open up later. What is this? Poison Cure Berry? I'll take that. Alright, since this is Route 120, I'll grab my encounter here. Hop it. You know, that's fine. That's a goofy looking front spite from Meowth. Okay, got Hoppip. It was bound to happen sooner or later. Route 120, Route 120, 16, 17, 19, 20. Hoppip. And now I'm going to use Repel. I do not know what level these guys are going to be. Oddish. 16. So I may be fine. Don't know for sure. Absorb. Maybe not. I'll switch to Pepperoni. Ah, paralyzed. Sad. Pepperoni doesn't even one-shot. OP. I don't have any water types. Switch to Rat. I guess this does split the experience by using Roar. Unfortunate, but just don't hit yourself. Just don't hit yourself again. Quick attack. I'll just walk back and heal. I thought I used to Repel. Did I? Oh, Meowth is the same level. Alright, I might as well... 15. There we go. Shop No, I need Pokemon Center. There it is. Now keep going to Boulder Mine. Or did I not use the repel? Am I crazy? Yeah, I didn't use the repel. I am very silly. Alright. Boulder Mine is right over here. Meryl. I think Payday does more damage than Scratch, so I'll keep it up here. Oh, rollout. I don't like that. Switch to Rattata so I can quickly kill. Oh dear. Please hit. I'll walk back. This time I'll buy some potions. I don't want to be just constantly returning to the PC. Alright, potion. Oh, super potion, of course. Yeah, Flaffy probably would have been the best encounter here, but oh well. Repel. Here we go. Down here, and into Boulder Mine. Sharp Horns boosts my attack once, I think. What is Hop Holding? Column Seed? I think that prevents confusion outright. So, I definitely want to give him that. Yep. That would be a nice item to just have in vanilla Pokemon, because confusion sucks. No one wants to have something like Untempo for that. Alright, Poliwhirl. Wait, you know fighting moves, don't you? I think you do. Man, I really don't have an answer for that, don't I? Normal, fire, and... Do you even know Absorb? Yeah, you don't even know Absorb. My team is looking slightly hopeless here. Oh, yikes. Is my Hop-Up about to just completely die? Missed Poison Powder, so it can't do anything now. Is it probably gonna use Devil Slap? I don't foresee my two fire types doing anything for me. Rattata's asleep now. Great. Hyper Fang? Hyper Fang? Well, last chance, Hyper Fang? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Who can I sack here? If I sack Pupperon, I might be able to kill with Flame Bear. You were a nice shiny, but... Crunch. No, you're just gone. Okay, Flame Bear, you have to do something here. What can you do? Scratch? Oh, God. What can I do? Alright, I can't go into Hop Pep Hop Dies. I can't go into Pepperoni. I can't go into Rattata. I can't go into Meowth. I think I wipe. I encountered a level 19 Poliwhirl and I had no answers for it. Oh, how frustrating. What was I supposed to do against this? Unless I was a higher level than it, but... yeah. I mean, even if I had my birds still, there's a chance this could have just happened. With all the encounters I had, I could only foresee myself brute forcing this. Unless I got, like, something that perfectly countered this, I wasn't getting through this Poliwhirl. Rattata, are you gonna wake up? You're gonna be the goat? Wake up and Hyperfang? No, you don't even outspeed. Hoppip, will you clutch? Are you gonna Synthesis and run it back? Now you'll Poison Powder and whittle him down? Oh, no, that's it. Alright, that's another wipe. A Poliwhirl appeared. Why is boss music playing? Early game sucks, so I'm going to bump up the level cap of each gem for the first 3 gems by 1 level. And I think that might give me a little bit of leeway, just so my encounters aren't terrible. Or even with terrible encounters, I can run it back. Bring it back, maybe. Yeah, Hip Hop died. Everyone died. Alright, back to a water starter start. I only really make it far with the water starter anyways. Let's take the item off of him. Such a great start there at the beginning too with the Farfetch'd. I really wanted to keep that Farfetch'd. I wanted to see how far I could take it. I would use Chikorita if Chikorita could beat the trainers on the first route, but Chikorita cannot beat the trainers on the first route. And if I were to grind, they go over the level cap. Which means I'd have to catch more Pokemon and then grind them manually against other wild Pokemon. And that's not something I want to do. Alright. Now... trainer time. You first. Now, you're not gonna lose to this Paris. Yeah, you got a crit. Very nice. Level 6. Swear to God, the day I lose to that Paris is the day all hope is lost. Down here. Coin per. You're just gonna spam growl. Make things difficult for me. Stop using growl. I don't think I can take on the next trainer without issue. I will grab the magnet first, though. Give me the magnet. Down here, and over here. Ah. Easy. Hopefully, you won't give me trouble. Ardella. I can miss tackle. Moibel. Now there's one more potion over here, which I will probably end up using. Volpe. Hoppip. No problem. And now just have to beat the last trainer. Let me use that potion I picked up. I guess I had an extra one. I should have just used that instead of going to the center. Doge ready. Alright, if I lose to this, that would also suck. But I could lose to it if I get crit. Alright, I didn't get crit. That's nice. Now time to use this potion. We're running to this trainer, it's just GG's. Because I would over level and then I'd have to reset. Alright, now first activate the gym. Then next I'll get my Pokeballs and rare candies. Then I'll get my encounters. Speaking of which, I gotta reset the table, so scroll down. Copy the list. And scroll up. Paste. There we go. And now activate the codes. And I can go to the shop. Give me these. Give me some of these. Some of these. Some of these. And some of these. Deactivate the codes. And get the encounter. Okay, so this is 101. I'm hoping for a Pidgey. Worst case scenario with a Growlithe. Okay, we've gotten the worst case scenario. Let's go gambling. Oh, dang it. Alright, we have... Oh, it failed? Huh? What? Roar can fail? Pardon me? Excuse me? What in tarnation? Let's try it again. Let's go gambling. Oh, dang it. And there's our encounter lost. Yep. I don't know how it failed the first time, but Growlithe is the worst possible encounter you can get in there, because it'll just use Roar. Nah, it always just uses Roar. Or at least I've only ever seen it use Roar. Alright, Pidgey, this is a good encounter for Route 101. This is my second best encounter, in fact. So I will gladly take this. Great for Falconer. In other news, an art commission scammer messaged me, ported to one of the mods, and he's doing absolutely nothing about it. I'm sorry to hear that. An active mod art just doesn't care. Hasn't even replied. That sucks. Okay, last encounter before Falconer. Best possible encounter would be... Farfetch'd. Worst possible encounter would be... Rattata or Moibel. Rattata is bad just because I guarantee to get a Rattata if I don't get him here. But that's why he's worst after I beat Falconer. However, Rattata is good for Falconer, so it's not like tragic. But Moibel is bad because Moibel sucks. He's just a bad Pokemon, but I can at least sack him on Falconer and then get a Rattata later, so Rattata is actually good. I just don't like, whatchamacallit. playing off stream, and I don't like leaving the game running. And like, say for example, I did get to a point, set the time tonight when I start a new game. That could be something. I wonder if there's just a hack too that I could use to set it tonight. Oh well, honestly I'm not that bothered by this. So I did get 2 worst case scenario encounters. Falconer is still doable, especially because I set the level cap 1 higher now. The problem is what comes after, since I am gonna be down 2 Pokemon. But I've had this exact combination and won with it before, so I'm not incredibly worried. I'll get these bows to level 8. And I'll have the rat in front. Hope that Pidgey and Hoppip don't appear at night. Well, I want Pidgey is the thing. Pidgey is my second best encounter on 101 in Silent Hills, and is my best encounter in Route 102. Because Pidgey is amazing for Falconer, and is just good for Bugsy. More of a Spearow. Oh, does Spearow appear at night? I know Spearow doesn't appear on either of those 2 routes. Spearow doesn't appear until later. Six, 7, 8. I get the rat up first. And fight this Trent. Regala shouldn't be a problem now. Unless I get put to sleep and constricted a bunch. Alright, there we go. Check the decks to see where Spearow appears. Alright, I guess I will. I'll encounter... I don't think I've encountered Spearow yet, but... we'll encounter Spearow as soon as I fight the first gym trainer, because the first gym trainer has a Spearow. In official Gen 2, Spearow appears at both day and night, appears more often at night. Okay, Tata, go in here and fight Spearow Trainer. Really bad crit to take. I can switch to you. I have to switch to Pidgey as well. Jeez. Spearow nearly wiped me. But now I can check the decks. And Spearow... area? Yeah. It doesn't appear until later. A little sad. What about Hoot Hoot? I've seen Hoot Hoot on a tree, but that's it. Yeah, it looks like Hoot is the bird that appears at night. I don't know why it's called a town map if it's the map of the country. But now that you point that out, it's a little funny. Alright. Birdkeeper 2. This shouldn't be an issue. For the rat. I will use my last oh no, I don't have the potion, I already used it. I am silly. I will heal my Pokemon, give berries to who needs them. I think Rat will get a berry. Because... well, I know Pidgey's getting a berry. But... Falseo doesn't have great attack. Bite won't do anything to Pidgeotto. I don't learn Water Gun until level 13. And I have Stab with Rattata, so Rattata should get the other berry. Just so he can do more damage. And I'll lead with Pidgey. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to switch into Pidgey. So I just want to have Pidgey out for when Pidgeotto comes. And then... so I can immediately start spamming Sand Attack. Even if it means potentially sacking Pidgey. Like if I'm unsure if I'll be able to safely get Radin. This is going to involve an element of luck. Alright, attempt 13. A little sad that it's gone this far, but oh well. Nice crit. I hope they don't crit me back. That means I take less damage. Now I hope Pidgey doesn't get crit by the first gust, or they won't be able to use Sand Attack. Don't get crit. Nice, now I get to use my berry. I only get to use 2 gusts, huh? Now, here's the question. Do I stay in, or do I switch to the rat? If I could potentially get a third... well, even if I don't get a third, if Pidgey takes this hit, then I could have switched to... I get a switch without taking a huge hit on Rat or Palseo potentially. And if they don't get hit, then I get another Sand Attack, which makes their switch in even safer. Pidgey is more tanky than Rat. Palseo is more tanky than both of them. However, Palseo barely does any damage to Pidgeotto, and Rat does a lot of damage, which is why I gave him the berry. Polly doesn't really have a debuff. The problem is that he doesn't have any stab moves, and he has a low base attack of 16. Well, I think Rattata has 17 or 18, and then he has quick attack. Does it have Growl or Tail Whip? A good point, I should check that. It does have Growl, that would be helpful. So it would be the better switch. Didn't think of that. Does mean only 2 sand attacks, though. I have to risk a crit here. Risking another crit just for the 3rd Growl. Nice miss. I can get a 4th Growl as long as I don't get crit. Growl number 5. Don't get crit. Growl number 6. Don't get crit. Nice. And switch into Rat. Alright, now this should be a win. Thank you for reminding me of Growl and Tail Whip. I completely forgot about that. And now this should just be simple. Unless Pidgeotto gets back-to-back crits, I should be completely fine here. Yeah, it pretty much didn't do anything. Deathless Faulkner. I think that's the very first. Level 11 really caring. I'll go and grab the egg, deposit it, and get the HM. Yeah, keep yapping. Call me Mark because I'm strategizing for you. Fire Emblem 7 reference. Took me a moment. Egg. Alright, now I shouldn't struggle too much. Oh, that's right, I need to change my level cap. 19. Yeah. Level up a little bit to 13. And since I have Pidgey, I don't need to level up higher. Potential run ender up ahead. Well, a couple run enders up, a few run enders up ahead actually. First being the first trainer of this next route with his Tangela. But I only need to grab an HM slave first. You look good. You will be my HM slave. Okay, Oddish. HM. Go grab cuts from Bill. Heal up my Pokemon and run over here. Oh yeah, this is Bitterberry, right? I'm going to give that to one of my Pokemon right away. Might as well give it to Pidgey. And now... cut for the HM slave. You... Pidgey, get him. Now you ain't poisoning me. Alright, thankfully because of Pidgey, this guy's no problem. I'll switch to the rat for the rest of this. I probably don't want to have him holding the berry. I want to save that for Bugsy since I managed to preserve it. Run away from you. Hello there. Manku, Hyperfang. Nice, and Diglett, also Hyperfang. Oh, Magnitude. Ouch! That did a lot of damage. No potions, I'll just walk back. Not an issue right now, I'll buy super potions in the next town, because as I know I can buy them there. I'll also buy Great Balls there and sell off my Pokeballs. You... Data... Hyperfang... Hyperfang... and Hyperfang. Hyperfang. Get you to level 16. Alright. Shouldn't be an issue as long as I don't miss. Abra and Kadabra. I missed. Okay, don't miss again. Need to heal one more time before the rival. A bit annoying. Heal up. Very nice. Now, I actually want to level up a little bit this time. Get them all to at least level 16. Because I didn't do that before. And the first Pokemon's an electric type. So I'm actually going to get Rattata to level 17. Because this guy crits multiple times. You know what? I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna get him to level 18. Because I don't want the same thing that happened last time to happen this time. This could be very dangerous if I get unlucky. Alright, Tiger comes out. You, Tiger sir, are dangerous. You need to go bye-bye. Thunderwave, paralyzed. Now, get out of here. Alright, no crits this time. Chikorita comes out. I will switch to Pidgey. Gust. Nice. Razor Leaf shouldn't do too much to me. Oozing enough, and now there's one more. Yeah, Moibel. So this should be easy. Just need to tackle it down. Unfortunate flinch. Alright. That Bugsy area. And I shouldn't actually be running into issue with Bugsy, assuming I go straight to him. I might be able to take him out with Pidgey, Rattata, and Pulsio. I don't get any new encounters though because... yeah. I'm in Westport right now. I can... actually, yeah, I can. I can get the radio tower egg. What am I thinking? I was like, no new encounters, but I've completely forgot about that. Hoping for a good one. Something that'll help me with Bugsy, maybe? That would be very nice. Spamming the arrow key is gonna hurt my fingers eventually. If I had a fire type in my party, wouldn't this go faster? Or is that only implemented on later gens? I don't remember. I'll start thinking about what to do if I have what Pokemon. If I have any of the normal types, I don't think I'll really be able to do anything. They'll just be fodder. If I have... like, I might be able to just sack them for something. Because Clefable and Wigglytuff both are useless. I'd much rather save for if I potentially get a Nidoran, because the Moonstone is much better used on them. I suppose because like last time when I got a Wigglytuff, it just got one-shot by a random T-Bolt. It was terrible. It was so terrible. And what else? If I get the Jinx, maybe Moochum, I'd really like that. The Growlithe and the Pony babies would be okay. Pichu would be fine. Not good, but fine. Because Raichu could pop off maybe later. What else could I get? Not sure. Let's see. I get... Smoochum. Alright, that's good. I like that. Jinx is a very nice Pokemon. Hopefully I will not lose them terribly this time. On Bugsy. Okay. So... Radio Tower. Got Smoochum. Nicki Minaj. That's so foul. Alright, little Smoochum right here is gonna do big things for us, but that's not right now. What gym do I get access to level 30s? Scroll up by gym 5. So after the midpoint of the game, at Jasmine, it looks like that's when I'm going to get Jinx. Jasmine, got it. Until then, Smoochum won't do too much. However, I still might be able to use them for this gym, perhaps, probably not. I'm gonna give them some candies at least, so if I need to use them as a sack, I can. $12, $13, Powder Snow. Yes, I do. Overlick. Thank you. 14, 15, 16. Alright, there's no place else I can go here, right? Well, I guess there is the docks. Can I even go to Technos? No, I need to beat Bugsy first. I'm pretty sure the guy says I need to do that. Alternatively, Lola after the trade jinx from Red and Blue. Lola? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Talking about trading one over? Almond fluff tennis. Oh, the Oh, the nickname. I don't remember the nicknames of any of the Pokemon, the trade Pokemon from any of the games. I don't really use them. I think I've used one of the Onyxes before. But, like, that's it. Name here Jinx, Nicki Minaj, or Lola. I think I said before, but I stopped nicknaming my Pokemon after Gen 6 because I realized I wasn't memorizing the names of the Pokemon anymore and just memorizing my nicknames. I think I was looking at, what's he called? Pansage? Yeah, I was looking at Pansage and I'm like, who is this? I knew he was from Gen 5, but I didn't know his name. And then, Clink, the evolution of the... No, not Clink. It was the Keys. The Pokemon that is Keys. See, even now I don't remember their name. I named them something weird. Klefki. Yeah. And I couldn't remember what they were. For the life of me. I was just staring at them in awe for a while. Like, who are you? Wait a minute. Who are you? And I think Aegislash was I was the same way. It is a bit ridiculous. I think I used a Klefki in my Pokemon Unbound run of Insane Mode. I wanted to Nuzlocke Insane Mode, but I just couldn't get past the 3rd gym. I was just stuck there forever. Alright. Here. Get Pidgey in front. Not a fan of the fairies and how they're implemented. Since I play most of the earlier gens and not the later gens, I don't interact with fairies that much. So I don't have strong opinions on it. I mostly play Gen 3 and 4. Not a fan of the regional forms. I guess for when I play multiplayer, I'm playing Gen 1. Oh, regional variants. So like from... When were the regional variants? They were introduced in Gen 7 onwards, right? Like what was it? There was a Rattata, and there was a Grimer, and what else? Those are the only 2 I remember off the top of my head. Oh, I know there's like regional birds in Gen 8. Oh, Diglett. Diglett had the weird hair. Oh, and there was a regional Farfetch, but and there was a regional Farfetch and Mr. Mime, but only the regional variants got evolutions. That was so weird. Why did they do that? Both versions should have gotten an evolution if they're gonna do that. I don't know why they are, like, not touching the old versions. Should have just done it like Gen 4 where they added new evolutions. I'm gonna get as much static speed as I can with this mod. Also just made new Pokemon instead of making reskins of existing mods. I agree with that, yeah. There's probably some sort of marketing decision though on why they decided to make reskins. It's not like they're lacking talent or money. They probably are just being lazy. It's very on brand for Game Freak. Not lacking in money, you're just greedy and trying to not spend more than the bare minimum. Because they want us to... I wonder, Game Freak is probably an open company, right? Though they trade stocks and stuff, that would mean that, what do you call it? They're probably trying to please the investors, and, the problem with having an open company is that you always have to... Well, I think it's an open company. If I'm right in it being an open company that trades stocks, you constantly have to appease the investors, and the investors don't care about logic. The only thing they care about is a return on their investment. So you always have to cut corners, costs, and get the most money. And the second you stop making more money, no matter how ridiculous it is, and no matter what you have to turn to, the investors will pull out their money, which means you lose funding. And that's the curse of a openly traded company. And closed companies have trouble. It is not a publicly traded company. I see. It feels like it's a publicly traded company with how cheap they are, though. Because all publicly traded companies do the same scummy tactics. Then they just really have no excuse at all. If it was a publicly traded company, then at least I would understand a little bit, but Nintendo is publicly traded. That makes a bit more sense. I didn't think Nintendo was publicly traded. It seems like I have to update my education a bit. 19 of a level cap now, so I can level up Pidgeotto or Tata. Yes, I will learn Powder Snow over... Well, Growl has actually been quite useful to me. So I'm not sure if I want to get rid of it so soon. Powder Snow? What's the base power of Powder Snow? 40? Down 13% from 30 days ago. Yikes. So Powder Snow is about the same base power as a water gun. Unless it was different in earlier gens, was it? Oh, it doesn't seem like it. So, yeah, I'll just take it over Growl. Okay, you're level 17, it looks like. Rattata's level 19, Pidgeotto's level 19, you're level 17. Now you evolve. Gonna make you more useful for this gym. And I can get Smooshing to level 19 as well. Now, question is, do I keep the berry on Pidgeotto? Or do I give them a... Or do I keep do I keep the Confusion berry on them, or do I give them a healing berry? I think they use Psywave, so it can't confuse me, so I should just take it and give them the normal berry. That should be right here. And I'll just give Rattata a Bitter Berry. And I'll see how much Pidgeotto can sweep. Unfortunately, apparently the Switch 2 discount wasn't specifically for Black Friday and Cyber Week. They dropped the price by $50. Fortunately, my friends and I aren't buying it on principle. Same for me. I like the ability to own my games, and if you want to take that away from me, I won't buy your product. Alright. Bugsy again. Let's hope I can one-shot it. If not, then he's gonna get a string shot on me. That sucks. Oh no, you went Harden. Why? Why have you done Harden? One chick I was discussing us about the Switch 2 apparently didn't care that Nintendo can brick your Switch 2 for any reason. I don't know if I can say what I think that person's mindset is on stream because it's inappropriate, but I will just type it out to you on Discord. This is what I think of that person. Ginter's out next. I am confident Pidgeotto can survive at least one hit. Yeah, Pidgeotto's completely fine on Fury Cutter. Looks like they're continuing to go for it. So I should be able to get one more Gust. Assuming to go for Fury Cutter again. Yep, I'm fine. Level 20 during the fight. That should help me a bit. Give me some more health and defense. Now Ladian. Can I get the full sweep? I think I can survive a crit. I do... Oh, and a berry. Oh yeah, the berry definitely makes it so I can survive a crit. And Pidgeotto completely threw the fight. That is 2 gyms, 0 death. I am quite fond of that. She was super happy with the new Metroid game too, despite the fact that it came out. It just came out that Nintendo started selling a DLC for it that adds background music to the empty open world part of the game. They did that? Why did they... shouldn't that have been part of the game? For $30. So basically, how expensive is the game originally? Is it 60 or is it 70 or is it 80? Because I know Nintendo's pricing, they want to make their games like as expensive as possible. Like base game without DLC. Change the level cap to 21. $60 on Switch, $70 on Switch too. So, oh my goodness. It's a $100 game, basically. If you want to own the, not even own, if you just want the game, you have to pay $100. Because of the day one DLC. Not even day one? Was it announced before the game? I think I can take out the PG Auto with my current levels. The problem is my Pidgeotto is level 20 already, so they're bridging on level cap. So I'm going to need to switch Radin. And be careful about leveling. It was announced a couple days after it was released, so day 3. It's still basically... It feels like it was part of the game and they cut it out so they can sell it separately. Birdkeeper. I wish somebody would hold these companies accountable, but I know the people in charge are too busy under the table with them to do anything about it, so to speak. Pidgeotto. Body Slam. Nice. And Farfetch'd. I need to buy items, almost forgot about that. Right here. First, I'll sell my Pokeballs. Japan barely does anything about Nintendo because the government feels indebted to the money. That sucks. Repels. I wanted to buy super potions as well. Is that here? Yeah. can just use one right now. Down here, super potion, data. I'll get my last encounter, then end stream because it's just about that time. We'll do it with Recio. And I'll try not to get this guy. He'll give me unnecessary experience. Meowth again. Not a good encounter. See if I can just toss Great Balls at him. Okay, got Meowth. Potentially with Flash later, he could be alright. Let's see. Route 103. Meowth. Alright. Meowth is payday. Your money problems are solved. Wait. Yeah. When the money is. Team is looking a little scuffed, but with Pidgeotto and Rattata, Pidgeotto's usefulness is... Well, the most useful parts of Pidgeotto have ended. They will still be okay from now on. Rattata still has, well, early game usefulness. They're going to be useful for Whitney, and they'll be useful up until, like, Gym 5 or 6. Kinda, yeah. I have 3 part normal types. I don't really know what Meowth or Persian is going to do. I know they can learn a lot of moves, and you can kind of use them like a much worse version of Snorlax in Gen 1, but I don't know what they do in Gen 2. Jinx will pop off later, though. I'm looking forward to Jinx popping off. Alright, next stream, what will I do? I'll go to Technos. I need to go to Technos right now before I forget, honestly. I don't want to wander around for 5 minutes before I do anything. Let me run over there. Alright, in Technos, I get multiple encounters. I can get, in Technos I can get Magikarp, then I get the Route 20 and the Boulder Cave encounters, after I fight a couple trainers. So I'm getting 3 encounters before Whitney. But I'm going to have to deal with, a lot of trainers. I'm gonna have to fight all of Team Rocket without going to the level cap, which is going to be tough. The weird thing, Kanto is the odd one out considering how every other city or region is named here. Didn't know that. Well, I gotta end stream here. I'll see you again tomorrow? Yeah. But I won't be streaming on Friday because that's when I'm getting my ID. You too. And thank you.